Good morning. I was not lying about being realistic and honest with you guys. So here's me in my pajamas, and I want to bring you guys along for a full day in the life with me and my baby Leo, who is 9 months old. I hope you enjoy this peek into what life looks like now for me. A really realistic day. It is 8:23 and Leo is still asleep. I've got him on the baby monitor here. As you can see, he is actually asleep in our bed because we had a little bit of a rough night. We're gonna go and get him up in a second. First of all, I'm gonna get myself dressed. I'm gonna get this pimple patch off. It's actually my birthday week this week, and it's my husband's birthday week next week. I'm gonna run some errands today, but it's mainly stuff for his birthday next week. We're gonna head to the shops to get Ryan's present, and I'm gonna cook dinner for Ryan because I'm away for the next 2 nights, and then drive to my grandmother's house, and we're gonna end up there tonight because she's gone to a nursing home, so we are packing up her home. Let me bring you guys along. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so it's probably a good idea that Leo and myself both get changed out of our pajamas now, so we will see you guys in just a second. Okay, I've just changed the setting on the camera and I'm really hoping this is better. Here is Leo's outfit of the day. He's got his country road jumper and just some brown tights and some socks so that the boomers don't yell at us. Yeah, the boomers might yell at us if you're not having socks. And then underneath he's got a bodysuit as well. And then I just chucked on a pair of like leather look jeans and then just a cream top, because what is cuter than matching your baby? All right, I'm gonna go and pop him in the playpen, and then I've got to clean this disaster of a room. All right, I'll be back. Now it's time to get breakfast sorted for us both. It's a little late, but it's definitely the next thing on the checklist. It is 9 o'clock. Before I do breakfast, actually, I've got to rotate some laundry. So, everyone's working against me today. These are my freezer stashes. It's literally baby food in puree form. A couple of containers like this. And then here are some other new ones that I've made. Pear, prunes, and apple. All right, time to make him some brekkie. Now this might seem like a lot, but I try and eat breakfast at the same time as him, and I try and eat something similar to him so he can see how to eat properly. And I think it just kind of helps him understand how to move food around his mouth. Like yesterday we had toast, so I had toast too and showed him how to tear it off, and it was a bit easier for him. You're thirsty? Yeah. Okay, so since we're going to pack my grandma's house up and try and bring stuff back to our houses, I've got to leave my car as empty as possible. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. I'm going to attempt to put Leo and I into an overnight bag. I'm going to put Leo in some blue packing cubes so I can just pull his cubes out without pulling a bunch of stuff out, since it's going to be pretty tightly packed. So he's going to be blue cubes, and then I'm going to try and change my nappy bag into a backpack. I will explain everything that I've got in his nappy bag that I keep in there as I'm popping it into the backpack I'm going to convert us over to. First and foremost, I'm going to get some nappies. They are just in his drawer here. So we're away for the rest of this afternoon, so Thursday, Friday, and pretty much all of Saturday. Now, in case of an emergency, I do have spares in my car. 15 nappies, should be enough. I can always run out and buy more if we run out. Nappies always along the bottom, and then wipes, bungees, they get popped in the bottom of the nappy bag, and then a muslin. I always have a muslin on me. I actually might pop this one in the wash. This is what I used to always have in my handbag, was these clear pouches. And if I changed handbags, I'd just throw these between. But now it lives in the nappy bag. In here for me is all my phone chargers, Panadol, Nurofen, Band-Aids, hand sanitizer, a hair comb, nail file, a pen, that kind of stuff. Portable charger, Leo's change mats, that's gonna go in the back. A whole snack container for Leo, rice rusks. And then I've just got a couple of pouches in here. I've got one like savory and one sweet and a spoon. These are like my emergency stash. So I'll just pop that in the front pocket for him as well. Nap pads, they are a must for us doing a nighttime outdoor activity. Children's Panadol, he is teething a little bit at the moment, so that comes with us. Hand sanitizer and baby sunscreen. We also have his nappy cream. Now I swear by this Amelin cream. This is awesome. My mum put me onto it. It is also like the best lip balm. Yeah, oh, my wallet. I need to get some dummies and refill his little dummy container. I always bring a dummy chain with us. I've got this cute little fabric one that a friend bought for us because otherwise we would lose way too many. We've actually never lost a dummy, touch wood. And then I just need to refill his outfit. This is his spare clothes. I need to refill this with a couple of outfit options in case he wets through an outfit or has a blowout. He rarely does, but I'm touching wood again. Oh, I almost forgot to, and I have a teether for him, like a little teething ring. I've got the dummies. I got one to go in the nappy bag and then another one for the overnight bag. So I'll chuck these in there too. Okay, so to replace his change bag, I just got in there already a sun hat, a little pair of socks in there, put a little symbol onesie in there for him. And then I've got just a bigger size. It's not one that I'm obsessed with, so like I don't mind if it lives in the diaper bag and it barely gets used. A little bodysuit, a long sleeve option, and that way he could have it on without pants if it's a warmer day or with a set of pants. I've just done those little ones. If it's a day that's... He keeps chatting in the background. If it's a day that's colder, I'm gonna chuck a singlet in there as well. That works for hot and cold too. So that's every weather option covered. Now let's get onto this suitcase. Nappy bag sorted. Okay, so time to pack his bag. So that's really compressed down now into the little packing cube, and I'll put that into the rest of our suitcase. Alrighty, so I went and grabbed Freedom Mum Nose Sucker. Got his vitamin D drops. He's got his toothbrush and toothpaste. I just got a thermometer and then a little pair of baby nail clippers for him too. His dummies, toiletries, whatnot in the bag. This is a lifesaver. It was like 30 bucks off Amazon. But it is the best thing for my baby. It is huge. Put this down anywhere and then I know the floor is at least a clean surface, and then I also know that he's not going to escape. But it just folds up like this. And then you just go, see? And it comes with a little bag. I've got 2 books for him, classic, and a little teething toy, and then this fishbowl. Let's go ahead and let him have a nap, and I'll take all this outside and get it in the car. I think it is now time for someone to have a bottle and a morning nap. It is 11:04 actually. So I'm gonna get a bottle ready for him and then we're gonna have nap time for this morning. You're happy. Down one. Okay, so Leo's just gone down for his nap. It is 11:37 and he's just fallen asleep. So I have anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours that he might be down for. I've got to get a load of laundry on for him first of all and get that hung up. And then I've also got to get my bags packed. I've got to pack all of his food and his feeding stuff up for him as well. Once he wakes up, we've both got to have lunch. We're gonna then head to the shops to go and get groceries to make a big thing of pesto chicken to leave here for Ryan. We also need to get Daddy's birthday present. So we've got a couple things still to do. All right, let's go and get his washing in the washing machine to start with and then pack bags. Okay, it's time to get Leo's food and bottles and all of those supplies packed for our trip now. So I love using like an esky bag, like a big esky bag like this for it. Formula, but I will pop out into this little like dispenser one here. Putting his 7 scoops out of the tin into this, so that way when I need to make him a bottle, I don't have to sit here scooping. It's just ready to go. So much easier in the middle of the night. So we'll be bringing both of these to my grandma's house. I've got 3 bottles. I use the glass Philip Avent bottles. So I will pre-fill these ones with his water that I've just boiled. I've just got his water bottle and I'll pop some fresh water in that now. Drink bottle's gotta come and then let me show you how I'm gonna pack his food. So I've got a couple of different Ziploc bag sizes and also his thermos. This might look like mayhem to everyone else, these containers, but I literally know what everything in there is. Like, even though these look like they're both orange, I can tell you that that's carrot and that's sweet potato. And I do keep them kind of separated if they're identical looking things, but we've got a heap of options in here. So I'm basically just gonna mix and match up meals and pop them into Ziploc bags. And then I've got a few other supplies as well. Okay, so I've just put all his food down in the pile to get packed into the car. And now I've got to get a load of his bottles on that are piled up over here so they're all washed before we leave. I spoke too soon. I was getting some things ready and he is working up. All right. Have you been done? Yeah. Wee. Oh. There you go. Okay, Leo is now in his playpen with a fresh nappy. I'm gonna get his lunch ready, but really quickly beforehand, we're gonna pack this bag. Okay, so I've got everything piled up here, but we need to fit in this bag, so let's 126. And we have to give Leo his lunch. And we're just gonna add the hemp seed. After feeding Leo his lunch, I realized that load of laundry was done of his, so I've just hung all of that out in the laundry. We are now gonna hop in the car and go get this shopping done. A little shopping spree / a couple of groceries. It is 2:16 And I want to get on the road by 4 o'clock because my grandma's house is a fair drive away. I obviously want to get on the road around his afternoon nap time, so 4 o'clock would be ideal. And then he can have a nice big sleep the whole car ride, which he loves. And that should be enough time for us to get everything done. Cross your fingers, but all right, let's grab the little man and go. All right, we are back home from the shops now. I'm gonna put Leo inside, let him have a little play around while I quickly whip up that pesto chicken, unpack the car, and then repack it for our big drive. Ready to go? All right, inside, let's go. Okay, let me give you the download of what we got. Milk from Woolies, some cute little woolen booties from TK Maxx. These were $19. Big W, $10 for a 3-pack of bibs. These are the ones I love. It's just a really cute, like, cotton jumpsuit. A toy for Leo. Ryan's birthday present, of course. We got him the red light LED face mask. This one is a really good brand, Omnilux. Very excited. I might have to steal that every now and then. And then the rest of it is for me to make the pesto chicken. So I'm gonna get stuck into that right now. $4.34. And I've got to make this pesto chicken really quickly. And then we're gonna pack the car and head off. Leo's gonna finish that bottle and then he's gonna want a nap. All right, we've got the pasta, the pesto sauce, sun-dried tomatoes in strips, baby spinach, chicken, and Greek yogurt. Now that that is pretty much cooked all the way through, I'm just gonna add in the tomatoes. Then going in with the pesto. All right, I've just turned the heat down now, just tossing that through, and I'm gonna use some of the pasta water just to get the rest of the pesto out of the jar. All right, time to add some Greek yogurt. This is what adds like a real creaminess to it. And I am now turning that heat off. But while there's still heat in the pan, whole bag of baby spinach. The creamy pesto pasta done. Here is what it looks like. And so I'm just gonna let that cool down while I get the car loaded up with everything now, and then I'm gonna pop it in a big container for Ryan. But first, perfect. Mwah. Okay, car is packed and Leo is ready to go. Yeah? Ready to go on a big drive? He is tired. So as soon as I give him a dummy, I'm sure he will just pass out in the car. All right, let's go. All right, I'm not sure if I'm gonna see you guys at the other end. It's getting pretty late, so I will leave it here with you guys. Thank you so much for joining us all the way till the end. If you've made it this far, please go down below, hit that subscribe button. I would really love for you to be part of our family. I'm gonna post on here weekly, normally Australian time. It'll be Sunday morning, 10 a.m. every single week, and you'll see plenty of content like this and so much more. So make sure you head down below and hit that subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one. Bye for now.